the channel, we're back at it with another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing with the Cobra Ferret Scout and the Cobra Ferret ATV.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got a special vehicle and driver with the Cobra Ferret Scout and of course the Cobra Ferret ATV. And of course this a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, at least as of right now. Head to Hasbro Pulse if you're looking for this, but for everything else under the sun, Big Bad Toy Store is the place to be. Hit up the link in the description of this very video. Support the channel. You guys know how it goes by now. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the Ferret, a very iconic vehicle. One I've always christened a grandma vehicle, because back in the day, we all know it. We all had grandmas at one time or another. Grandmas love you. They're not going to buy you the aircraft carrier, but they're not just going to buy you one G.I. Joe figure. They might get you a G.I. Joe figure and a little vehicle, a grandma vehicle. And the Ferret, definition of a grandma vehicle, one of those ones that grandma makes you feel good getting that, but it's not going to be a big aircraft carrier or something of that nature. But she's going to go get you something. She's going to get you the Ferret ATV. But I did not have this one as a little kid. I actually had the Tiger Force version, the old Tiger Paw. We know that's coming to Target sooner rather than later. Look forward to that review in the future. But this is a very, very iconic vehicle, of course, for Cobra back in the day. A lot of people had it because of the price point, the fun look, and the fun playability with the Ferret as well. So very iconic, one that's great for the G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch scale line because, once again, it's not the aircraft carrier. It's not something massive, huge, big that's going to take up a lot of real estate, that's going to cost an absolute fortune. Really kind of fits what we're looking for with Classified with some of these grandma vehicles once again. But let's dive into this one here. Like I said, I had the Tiger Paw version as a kid, so I knew enough to be dangerous about it. Didn't have this version, but when I close my eyes and I think of the Ferret, it's always the old Crimson twins. They're always, Zaymont and Tomax, they're always riding on this thing because nothing like twin brothers riding on an ATV together. Is there something more romantic than that? I don't know if there is. But looking good right here. We got a little artwork. Of course, we always love the artwork with these. We got those ferrets rolling. Great Army Builder vehicle, as we do know as well. Cobra logo looking good. G.I. Joe Classified. There's the old Scout driver, female driver for the Ferret. How about that? Got to get those girls in there, and she's looking good as far as all things are considered there. Number 119 for those keeping track at home. Same thing on the side here. Got the QR code. If you want some more info, you can always go there. I never have. Never will. Never have. Give me the file card all day long. Unfortunately, no file card here, as we do know. Tons of jibber-jabber at the bottom, breaking down the vehicle, breaking down the driver, what we get, what's going on, what all the fuss is about, and a lot of fuss on the couch today, boys. Todd McFarlane and Mark Summers here soaking it in, drinking it in like a young Chris Jericho. Of course, today, wanting to see what this Ferret fuss is all about. And Todd, you do a lot of vehicles, so I'm sure you're interested to see what the price point and what we're dealing with right here. I am sure. Knowing Todd. Todd, you're kind of nosy. That's what I'm going to say. Off to the side. See you later. Got some instructions. Might need those, might not. Gonna have to wheel this offline here in a little bit, but we do get this. We get all the Ferret. Very easy to put together by the looks of things there. We do get number 119. We get the old storage locker right here. Cobra on there, so we're used to these. Don't see these as much as we used to, but we still see them from time to time, as we do know. See you later, goodbye. Spider-Man style, bam! See you later, goodbye. And what do we got in here? What is in the parchment paper prison? That's what I want to know. Oh, we got Ferret pieces. We're ferreting everywhere is what we're doing. Bam! See you later, goodbye. How about a little plastic prison? We got the Scout driver. All kinds of stuff going on. Small little plastic prison. But I'm going to take this offline, get this put together, get her out of the package. We'll be back talking all things driver and the Ferret. Ferret driver and the Ferret. Let's start with the Scout driver first. We got a little female figure action here today. It's about the ladies today. It's ladies' night, but let's look at the accessories first. We do get 2 small pistols. Seen them before, we'll see them again, this time all in black. A little bit gummy. We've had a lot of Joe weapons fairly gummy lately. I don't think any of us are a fan of gummy weapons. I don't like gum on my shoe, and I don't like them in my weapons. And here we are today with the classified series. But 2 gummy pistols going on right there. And then we get a gummy knife. I don't know what this is going to cut. This can just like bend over. So I don't know what she's cutting with it, but she's got the option. All in black once again. Little paint details go a long way on these. A little bit nitpicky, but I calls them like I sees them. So there you go. But now we get down to the driver herself here. Got a very Cobra officer type face, of course. I believe this is a lot of reuse from the officer female division there. The Valkyries, is that what they were called? Some reuse from that, of course. The black mask going there. Got the nice eyes there, but a little bit of a darkness behind those eyes. She is a member of Cobra, after all. Got the eyebrows up, got the gray on the helmet, on the mask there. We do get this helmet here, the ATV helmet, always interesting. Safety first, even if you're with Cobra, I guess, and that does supposed to just slide over the top, and what do you know, it does. Sets her apart, makes her look a little bit different, but I do like that it is removable. We got a nice removable helmet here, looking good. I like the Cobra fangs on the top, very Serpentor-esque, looking good, almost like a duckbill over the top, but you do got those fangs keeping it in, looking nice. And a nice enough mask. Would have liked a little bit more detail to it, but it is what it is. But it gets the job done, I will say that. Now you got the gray bodysuit throughout, you got the Cobra vest going on, you got the Cobra logo in the middle right there on the back of the vest, you got the hole if you wanted to put a backpack in there, something like that. She's got a trigger finger over here, no extra hands, anything going on, but she's ready to have all guns blazing once again as she's riding on her Ferret, or on the trigger, holding up, doing that, whatever she needs to do. Got a nice pockets going on here. You do got storage for 1 gun there, 2 guns here. Okay, you can store both pistols on her, 1 on her side belt, 1 on her side holster of her thigh, so everything can store there. Now, is there a spot for the knife? That's what, oh, there is down here on the boot. So she can store all of her weapons on here. That's really nice because probably most of us, she's going to be driving the Ferret. So we got to have that going on. But besides that, pretty plain Jane, as you can imagine. It is just a driver, but always nice to have these thrown in back in the 80s. And to this day now, it is a new character after all. Of course, butterfly shoulders on her, arms all the way around for us. Double jointed pinless elbows, we're here for that. Hands back and forth, side to side. Got a little hula hoop at the top, plus traditional waist, so a little double action there. She's got neck articulation and head articulation. How about that? Looking good right there. Of course, those big old Cobra splits if you need them. Drop down hips, we know about that from the classified line for sure. Thigh cut, nice hidden back there behind the holster. Double jointed pinless knees, pretty good there. Boot cut, ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. So all the articulation we're accustomed to with, of course, the classified line. As I try to find a stand, thought I had one on the ready. Gonna take my last stand right here, but will she fit on a Ringside Collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at Ringside Collectibles. What do you know? Fits perfectly on that stand right there. So the main event, I wouldn't say so. A nice ancillary piece to this. I think that's where I sit, and it kind of goes back to the 80s. Some of the drivers were iconic, very, very cool. Some of them kind of felt like they were just thrown in there, and that's kind of how she is to me. Not a game changer, but cool to get. That's what I'm going to say. But now, the main event is the Ferret right here. Real working wheels, of course, as we're used to with that. And I guess we'll start with the wheels. Nice rubber feel to them, nice rubber squeeze. Does say ATV PNR 23 on there as well. Cobra as well. Looking good, black tires. Got the blue rims on this one. Is what it is as far as tires go, but really nice. Feels very pleasant. They have a nice feel to them. Not too soft, not too hard. Definitely do work as far as that goes. Nothing too fun on the underside, and just kind of the underside. Pretty plain Jane there. Now you do get some suspension in here. A little bit of movement. It looks like there's a lot, but there's really not a lot going on. But you do get a little up and down, a little side to side, a little rocking and rolling. Maybe a little strutting and strolling after all. But it does look good. All things considered, black on the undercarriage there. You do get a little ram bar with a little winch in here. The winch is not pull out. It doesn't do anything. It's just for show. But you got the winch, the little cage, little ram bar up front for it. You do get a little double blaster right up front, and that is articulated side to side, up and down, back and forth, so you can move that around, of course. And then you do get the handlebars up here, and you got a little data readout in the front. You can kind of read, see what's going on, target her missiles, whatever she needs to do. That is side to side, back and forth, and easily removable, apparently. normally, but does move back and forth side to side. You do get the big blaster gun up here. Didn't we first see this with Roadblock, I believe, back in the Classified series? I think that's right. We get this here all in red, and it just attaches to the roll bar on the back here, so you can put it really wherever you want. You want it back here, you want it on the sides, choose your own adventure, you want it over here, you can put it wherever you really want to. That is pretty cool. You do get the seat here, big black seat, enough room for two of them. You can get both those Crimson twins on there. They can be holding each other around the waist. Oh, it'll be a great time. You could do that if you want to. Have the driver on here. Go old school with Storm Shadow Firefly. Choose your own adventure. Anybody can ride this bad boy if they want to. On the back, got two exhaust in black here, looking good. And then that's about it. It does say caution exhaust because, you know, they need to tell you, hey, watch out for these things. No stickers involved in this. Oh, I'm glad it's painted onto the plastic. I'm here for that for sure. Got a little Cobra on the inside, XP 1000. Coupe 7, it does say in here. It got an ATV. It says Semper Fidelis Serpens, of course. And then you got a little missile launch information. Before operating this vehicle's advanced weaponry system, be sure to pledge loyalty to Cobra. Refer to the HUD display for launching instructions. And then, of course, time-honored tradition for G.I. Joe vehicles, no step. Oh, these Joes, they want to step everywhere, and apparently the Cobras do too. You got to spell it out for them. No step right here, and we do have that going on. Looking pretty good. Now, I'm sure she'll just pop in here. You got to move her around. She's got a lot of articulation. You can get her exactly how you want her to be, but she will fit on here very comfortably, and you can easily get a second character on her, on this with her, no problem at all. You can even kind of put some people up here if you really want to get dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it. It's pretty dangerous, but you can do that if you need to. But all things considered, a nice little vehicle. Like I said, a grandma vehicle. It's not a huge expensive thing, especially back in the 80s, but it's one that gets the job done. It's very iconic. It's fun to play with, and it's fun to finally have in the Classified series after these last couple of years. But some of the other smaller vehicles, of course, the Trouble Bubble. You can kind of see the comparison in size. So you can drive here, flying right over the top. Your Cobra Army's ready to go. You got the Trouble Bubble if needed, of course. And then you got the Ram Cycle, but because this is getting a repaint in the Tiger Force, I figured I'd bring out the Tiger Force version here. You can kind of see the comparison between these two. Pretty cool. One of those vehicles that you can see these two taking each other on out on the mean streets or maybe the back roads. Who knows what they're up to. Looking good there. And then a big one here. You got the Vamp. We do know we got the Stinger coming very soon, but you can kind of see how that pairs up. So for a G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch scale line, we're getting a lot more vehicles. Of course, we got the Hiss Tank. We got the Stinger around the corner. We've had some repaints of this one. We got a repaint of this one along the way. We're really building out our vehicles. We got the Dragonfly flying in very soon. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then, of course, San Diego Comic-Con 2024, about a month from now, we're going to find out what the next HasLab vehicle is. Should be an interesting one. No doubt about it, but a fun vehicle right here. Great for army builders. Not going to break your budget. I mean, it's not like buying a bunch of Hiss tanks. It's a little cheaper than that. I could see people army building these a little bit out there. Probably not for me. Space gets limited, especially when you're throwing vehicles in the mix, but very fun, very iconic, very warranted into the Classified series line. I think they did a good job with this one right here, and I'm ready for the Tiger Force version with our boy Flint, of course, and Wrecker is who's going to drive that one, but Flint leading the charge, as we do know. So there it is, the old Ferret ATV. What are your guys' thoughts? Worth the price? Worth the fuss? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel. You can also support the channel at PrestonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for the Ferret, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.